My friends, one of the most common questions I get is how you can get more subscribers. So this is a video on how to get 100,000 subscribers, and I'll talk about how I did it, and I'll also explain why it took me so long to do, and you can use this information to see how you want to go about things based off of whatever your goals are. Now get to the most important thing right away, and that is consistency. And this is a two-part thing. The first part of consistency is you need to be consistent in how frequently and regularly you're uploading. That's very important. Now going back to my early days on YouTube, I didn't do this myself because first of all, I didn't know about it, and going back in 2007, we didn't know what the YouTube world would even become. But the main reason I didn't upload all that frequently is because I was focused on doing super high quality work, and when you're doing very produced, high-end things, it's not something that you can do every day or really even every week. So let's say you're making short films, of course you can't upload one of those every day. That's too much if you're doing something really high quality. So what you could do is you can come out with maybe a short film or a very high-end video, maybe once a week, maybe once a month if that's all you can do, but then maybe you can find another type of content where maybe you sit in front of a camera and talk to it that doesn't have to be so highly produced and edited, something that you can get out a lot more frequently so you can be more consistent in how often you're uploading. Now the second part of consistency is just as important as the first, and that is consistency in terms of the type of content that you make. If you make a video and it gets lots of people to subscribe, but then the other videos that you upload are very different, well, people aren't going to watch it and they're not going to be interested and the whole thing's pointless. For example, if you're doing makeup tutorials and people are subscribing to you because they want makeup, well, then if you start uploading maybe comedy skits, your viewers might not like it too much and they might not watch. So it's best to pick a theme. Now, I didn't do this myself because I'm an artist, and I think as an artist, I get bored doing the same thing over and over again. And the only thing that's consistent from the beginning on my channel is this is Travis's channel, and I think personality-based channels are best for people that are artists or entertainers because really, ideally, you want people to like you and want to follow you. If you're just putting videos out there that help people, like maybe information videos, let's say you're doing Photoshop tutorials, well, that helps a lot of people and benefits a lot of people, but there's no real reason why they need to get that from you. So you have to give the audience a reason why they want to see you and keep coming back and getting whatever they need to get from you specifically. Now after consistency, like I said, you want to pick a theme, so you're probably going to be picking a niche, and I'll talk about niche now. And the bottom line is a lot of people I know, they want to do something they're passionate about and they want people to love them and follow them for that. But the bottom line is, with some niches, it might be too small to really get a mass following like 100,000 subscribers. For example, let's say you're passionate and your niche is about underwater basket weaving. Now there might be some people that are very passionate about that, but maybe there's not 100,000 people in the whole world that are interested in seeing videos about that. Maybe it's a smaller number, and then you'll never reach that if that's your goal. A better niche would be health and fitness. Even though there's a lot of people already doing that, so it's competitive, there's so many people around the world that are interested in health and fitness, that would be a more broad niche that's much better to pick. Now those are the main things. Be consistent in terms of how frequently you upload and the type of content that you are uploading, and make sure that it's content that people actually are interested in and want to see. But there's other little things that you can do that will help out a little bit. You can put on annotations saying subscribe, and one thing a lot of people do that I've often avoided is maybe at the end of the video you can say, hey guys, if you like this video, subscribe. I only did that a few times because I had reasons for it. First of all, if you're uploading something that you really consider a good piece of art, you might not want to do that because somehow it might kind of cheapen it if you think that you're doing something very artistic, but also like it can be kind of begging. These are my personal reasons. You might feel different. If you want to do it in a more subtle way, you could just put up a graphic asking people to subscribe, or maybe a subscribe button or something like that if you want to be more subtle about it. But these things help a little bit. Now for me personally, it took me a long time to reach 100,000 subscribers, but that's okay because that was never my goal. I'm in this for the long run. I'm not just trying to get some sort of short-term glory, or maybe if people perceive that there's a lot of money involved with this. Those aren't the goals. For me, the goal was always to create good content that makes me happy producing, things that I want to do, and also things that serve the audience as well, but it has to be a two-way street. You got to give the audience something that benefits them, whether it's information, whether it's just entertainment, but also you should be getting something out of it too as a creator. Otherwise, I don't think there's any point to it. It took me 7.5 years to get 50,000 subscribers, and then it took me about 7.5 months to get the next 50,000. So, my friends, this is information that it's something that you can judge what you want to do, how you want to go about things. It depends all on what your goals are. Maybe your goal is just to get a lot of people to click the subscribe button. Maybe your goal is something else. The bottom line is subscribers are very important, but they're the most overrated stat on YouTube. And if you're thinking about creating, if you got something to say or something you want to do, just say it, just do it, just put it out into the world, and the audience will find you. And don't worry, you don't need a lot of subscribers even to get a lot of views. I uploaded a video when I had about 8,000 subscribers, and now that video has well over 50 million views. So you can still create videos that get mass views even if you don't have a lot of subscribers. But subscribers help, and definitely they help in the eyes of other people. They tend to see you as more important. So I know that's one reason a lot of you guys want to do it. But do what makes you happy, and this information is something that you can use when you're thinking about your goals on YouTube as a creator. So my friends, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.